Youth and Women for Peace and Sustainable Development is a national non-governmental organization founded in 2010 with the main aim of advancing the role of youth and women in social, economic and governance processes.
My name is Priska Mongera. I am the Executive Director at G4 Girls Initiative. It's a community-based organization in Lunga Lunga Sub-County, Kwale County. I also serve as a Secretary General for Community of Practice.
Youth Initiative, it's a youth-led initiative that operates in Kwale, and we work around community programs, and specifically health, climate change, education, peace and security, and governance.
I'm Salim Ali from Path Youth Organization. It's a local community-based organization which advocates for inclusive education and youth development opportunities.
Mimi ni mshirikishi katika shirika la Muslim Women Advancement of Rights and Protection almaarufu MWAP. Uhusiano wetu sisi na YUPSUD ni hali ya utekelezaji wa miradi katika masuala ya jamii. 30% procurement ambayo inapeana fursa ya vijana, kina mama na watu ambao wanaishi na uwezo maalum kufundishwa mambo ya biashara na vile mambo ambayo yanahusiana na mambo ya governance ama uongozi.
Natoka kwa shirika linaitwa Ziuze CBO. Hili jina linatokana na uasilia wa sisi pale tunapotoka, Ziuze. Simply means unafaa wewe ujiulize maswali kwamba je, nimefanya kitu gani? Natakiwa kufanya kitu gani? Nitafanya vipi ili nikaweze kuachieve kile kitu?
Giving for Change program is implemented in Kenya in 6 counties. We use a platform of Community of Practice. So Community of Practice is basically a forum of different organizations when they come together to learn, share, domesticate best practices within themselves and be able to have that united voice or consolidate their voices together as a community.
COP is very different from the networks that I am in or I have been since I joined it. There is the aspect of being trained on mobilizing support.
Organization nyingi ilikuwa hazijafahamu utaratibu mzima wa masuala ya sheria na utendaji kazi, hususan mambo ya policies, governing structure na management.
As an organization, we joined the Kwale COP after a conversation when we were trained by KCDF on mobilizing support.
So in Kwale County, it was an obvious choice for us to work with youth and women for peace and sustainable development because they are aligned in terms of their own vision around sustainable development, which also speaks to what us as KCDF would want to see at the local level.
After being trained on the mobilizing support, they changed the game academy. We were equipped with the knowledge and skills on how to influence decision makers.
And this is a mindset kind of training that helps us to shift from all the harsh methods of influencing policy, from demonstrations, from picketing, to softer approaches.
Our main activities were empowerment through capacity building, and we are able to take through 30 mentees who are now champions.
Ni kupitia Ziuze CBO ndipo niliweza kuonekana na wale ambao walikuwa wanafanya identification ya mentees kutoka kwa shirika la YUPSUD.
The key achievement so far has been advancing advocacy engagements in the county and the impact around the social accountability forums that we have been engaged in.
Ni kupitia shirika hili la YUPSUD wale walimu ama wale wajuzi waliotuletea tukaweza kuunganisha. Tukaona kwamba kuna umuhimu tusibaki tu kama CBO bali tuweze kuadvance na kuweza kujisajili kama kampuni. Ninavyozungumza sasa hivi nitasema faida yangu ya kwanza kupitia elimu na wale washikadau ambao tuliunganishwa nao tumeweza kuisajili Ziuze kama enterprise.
After the training, we managed to meet the deputy governor, but now for this we engaged him during the World Albinism Day. So us submitting that memo, it was actually one way of meeting the theme of the day.
As an organization, Path Youth Organization, we've been able to collaborate with one organization named CHED in supporting inclusive education in Matuga Sub-County in Kwale.
Tumeweza kuestablish positive relationship between us and COP members. Tumeweza kupata kwamba COP members kuna ile availability, kuna commitment, kuna transparency and accountability, na vile vile COP members wako na structure ambayo hii structure ukiifuata ni rahisi kuweza kufanya nao kazi.
The memo on inclusive education, first, we as Path Youth Organization, we are so interested in inclusive education within Kwale County. So it was a great platform to submit this memo, and through this memo, there has been some progress within the schools, such as introduction of inclusive education practices, and also there has been conversations on training of teachers on inclusive education to benefit the children.
We were able to have consultative forums where we brought on board duty bearers from the procurement offices and the county government officials, where they will discuss and consult and give consultations on how the youth can procure.
Baada ya sisi kuungana pamoja na kwenda kuzungumza na serikali, sasa tunafanya kazi pamoja, na wakati wote tukihitaji kitu kuna urahisi wa kufika na kufanya mazungumzo na mambo mengine yakaendelea.
Baada ya kusajili enterprise ya Ziuze, nimeweza kuaccess tender from the county government, na nipo katika harakati ya kuweza kuipata tenda hiyo niweze na mimi kuchukua wawili watatu pale nyanjani nikafanye nao.
So them getting these tenders have also demonstrated that it's key for young people to also access some of these opportunities, and it's given by law. So through the support, the training, the capacity building, the mentorship, they were able to get these tenders and they can be financially independent.
In the year 2016, I think Kwale County was ranked among the best counties in civic participation, and as members of COP, we would really want to go back there.
For us, in terms of our plans moving forward, we want to see how we can strengthen communities of practice. Communities of practice that engage with government, communities of practice that even engage across borders. How are the communities of practice in Kenya engaging with communities of practice in Burkina Faso? What are we learning from Ghana? What are we learning from Ethiopia, and so on and so forth?
So it's something that we hope is going to outlive the program, even as we walk towards our last year of implementation.
Kenya Community Development Foundation has been instrumental in the rise of community of practice and the shift of mindset from combative approaches to the soft approaches.
Watu wengi sana walikuwa wanadhani labda ukitaka kupata ufadhili ama pesa lazima udili na mashirika ya nje, lakini kupitia KCDF wametusaidia kujua zile local resource mobilization na jinsi gani mashirika yanaweza kustawi, na pia kujihusisha sana na mambo ya public participation and budget making process katika jamii.
This is a big thank you to UPSOD and also KCDF on first bringing in Path Youth Organization as one of the local organizations within Kwale County on different aspects, that is training, support in advocacy issues, as well as supporting sustainable change within Kwale County.
So now we are rolling up an upscale, so many youth would be able to apply for tenders, women and PWDs.
What we would want in terms of support from KCDF is to continue building the capacities of member organizations as well, and the network itself.
Tunatarajia kwamba tutakuwa na faida kubwa ya jamii waweze kuelewa masuala ambayo inawahusu kila siku.
This work cannot be done by one person, and we are really looking up to KCDF to continue supporting us to do the work.